Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back doing a video on explaining my 7 new trigger systems. I've been getting a lot of traders asking me what is the difference between them. So I'm doing this video explaining the differences so that you can make a choice as to which one you would like to buy. Okay, once you drop the templates, the one you're looking at is the one with the meter and it's mega trigger. Now if it says 1, as each and every one does, that's with the meter. When you see 2, which if I apply now, it's exactly the same but no meter. So that saves you the trouble of dragging and dropping the meter on and setting to make sure you have the correct settings. I have done all the work for you to make it super simple and easy. Now on this mega trigger we have 2 moving averages at the top, and all of them has the blue box, which goes from Asian session from 5 p.m. until 11 London. I blacked it out because I'm sleeping. I'm in the Eastern time zone. And in the morning for the New York session, it's 6 a.m. until 4 p.m. Could have made it till 5, but I wanted to leave this gap right here, this last hour, to remind me I've got to close the trade before 5 p.m. so I don't have to pay swap rates. So we'll go back to the 15 minutes. Now what I teach in the videos in great detail, the most critical important thing is you should drill down the lights from the daily time frame down, and when you get a good pair, you got to scan all the pairs, or at least the ones that you want to trade. Make sure every time you come to the computer and you're starting your trading day, you have to keep an eye on Forex calendar. Here's the Forex Factory calendar. You don't want to be surprised by high impact news. I always do this on Sunday, and I'm looking for mostly just the red. So nothing on Sunday. This is not that important. Monday, that's not important. This one here might move the market a bit, but it's not a heavy mover. When you see things like cash rate and rate statements, the very first one will be Monday night really late or Tuesday morning really early at 12:30 a.m. New York time. This will be my first concern, but I'm not trading at 12:30 in the morning as I'm sleeping. By the way, this is for the whole following week. All you got to do is you can go today, tomorrow, next week, you can click on any one of these. Things like retail sales will move the market. This one is also a possibility. Remember non-farm payroll, which is the main one. It's the first Friday of each month, which is Friday, July the 5th. It's coming up, as today's date is June the 30th. Non-farm payroll, I'll wait 15-20 minutes after, and then I'll go in the direction of the trend. And you will find trades, but you have to drill down the lights. And of course then I teach a great way to trade, exactly how you can find trades from the 15 or the 30-minute time frame. And of course this non-farm payroll jumps around quite a bit, could go 100, 200 pips, so I like to wait until the dust settles and then continue with the trend. It's the way that I like to trade, and I'm a day trader, so grabbing 20, 30 or more pips, whatever I can get. Once you learn how to trade with one trigger, I do have 19 triggers, systems, and once you master one, they'll all fall like dominoes, and you'll be able to trade with any one of them. And I am going to go through through them. This one has, the Mega Trigger has the AO here. And what I like about it is, as you're drilling down the lights, I know exactly whether I should be buying or selling. And then I use the two indicators down at the bottom, the HA bars and the bulls and the bears. They help me to get in the trade as such. When it turns blue, red means we're selling, blue means we're buying. But you got to know when to sell and when to buy. Not every trigger will give you pips. So this one, for example, once it was a go, it did move like roughly 70 pips. And by the way, this is one of my workhorses. I do have 5 main workhorses. It's the Euro Aussie, the Pound Aussie, the Euro New Zealand, the Pound New Zealand, and of course this Pound Yen, which is, I really like the Pound Yen. I like them all, to tell you the truth, because they all give a lot of pips every day. Now as I go through them, you'll see, and you might even say, hey, they all look kind of similar. Well, they are somewhat similar, but slightly different, and it just depends on which one you like the most. I like the top 3, the Mega, this AO, and this Bollinger Bands. And for my own particular reason, HA I like, but I like the HA down at the bottom here, right here, HA bars. So we looked at the Mega, let's look at the AO. I'll go without the meter because it is not necessary at the moment. Now for demonstration purposes, and this is exactly what you have to do, this one here, the AO, the only difference is same 2 moving averages, same 2 indicators at the bottom, but this one is multi-time frame. Now you can change this. If you press reset, it'll change the number to the daily time frame. This one is based on the 4 hours. Some traders will put 60 minutes in here. If you're just down on the 5 minutes pulling the trigger, well, then you can look at the 1 hour and go in that direction. You just press OK, and basically this will tell you whether you should be buying or selling. And then, for an example, you just wait for the timing, and then you get in, and that's producing almost 50 pips. And this is for the trader who is, I would label as a little bit lazy, who doesn't want to drill down the lights. Leave it on the 15 and or the 5 minutes. You're going to scan the market, go in the direction of the 4 hours, and then wait for the signal to buy or sell. So in other words, you don't have to drill down the lights. But I drill down the lights every day because I want to make sure I'm going in the direction of at least the daily and the 4 hour time frame. And I will show some trade examples. I've done the PIP trigger, the original. I can show you the original again. Here's the original PIP trigger. Same 2 indicators at the bottom with the AO and the MACD. And you can use the MACD. It's a very fast MACD, and you can use it for timing. Like, we obviously know we want to be selling, so when it goes from blue to red, we're getting in. We're getting in right here, or over here, same thing. This one I still use, but since I've been building 7 new systems over the past 2 months, and by the way, each system takes me 100 hours to do, and after you buy 1 system off me, I only charge $100, and you can pick up as many of these as you so desire. And also remember, always keep an eye on the meter, so that you're going to pick the best pair to trade. So we already looked at the Awesome Oscillator. Now this one I really like a lot, the BB. It's a Bollinger Band trigger, and the theory is buy low and sell high. So this blue line, this red line is showing the low, the high. But I recommend to drill down the lights and make a decision like on this one here. See, if you bought here, that's fine and dandy, and you will get 17 pips. Oh, by the way, if you, traders who like to scalp, this is a favorite. because no matter which way you go, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get 10 pips or more. Example. 18 pips. Example. 22 pips. Example. 15 pips. So if you just want to whale away and trade, it works like a charm. And you can attach any of my trigger systems to the $1 Million Trade Plan. They're all great for scalping. And of course, if you go with the trend, instead of getting 15 pips, you're just waiting for the cycle, and that's almost 50 pips. So isn't it better to get 40 or 50 pips than 15? But you can definitely go in both directions. And of course, I can show you the Word documents. The one I just showed you, Bollinger Band. You will see that every one of these I do charge $250. They're around 3 gigabytes of training. There's 30 or more videos I've done on each and every one of them myself, and I throw in some bonus videos, and they all have a lot of books and Word documents along with the $1 Million Trade Plan. And the most important thing is either a great way to trade or easy great way to trade. Because in this one here, I do have 2 other videos called A Great Way to Trade. But about a month ago, I came across another great way to trade. So I had to rename it. And I just, instead of the A Great Way to Trade, like over here, I put EZ, Easy Great Way to Trade. You, by the way, you can go through all the videos, whichever one you buy, within a week. You're going to paper trade, you know, few weeks until as soon as you see that you're doing good in a demo, then you go live. So I've really streamlined it. I made a lot of good education, like advanced training, best advanced trading tips, you know, and of course how to install the PIP trigger, how to scan the market, how to trade all 3 sessions. I teach how to trade with a day job. That's basically combining like the training that you see in how to trade Asian session along with the easy or a great way to trade. You're down on the 15 minutes. I show you exactly how to get in the trade during the Asian session with a high degree of probability that it will continue to go in the same direction during the London and many times the New York. So you can get 50 to 100 pips many times if you analyze the charts properly. And then you get into trade when the market starts to move in your favor in the Asian session. And of course I teach how to trade pullbacks and reversals. Pullback is just a pullback and then continue with the trend. Reversals is when there's a complete reversal. No longer going down, say, and it's going to start to go up. And of course, what is critically important is how to use this strategy tester. This tester here, I still practice every weekend, 6 to 8 hours. I'm using the tester, and it helps to train my eyes and my brain for trade setups. I personally do it on the 15 minutes. And keeping in mind, before you do it for real with real trading, make sure you drill down the lights and try to incorporate this great way to trade. I'm going to show you the one that I already did show you earlier, but the Word document AO, again, they're all the same price and with the same kind of training, slightly different because each and every one of them are a little bit different. Okay, moving along, this is the BB trigger. Let's check out the HA trigger, which is the Heikin-Ashi candles. Now, instead of having the HA bars down at the bottom, I have them up here. I removed the Japanese candles. This makes it really simple. When it does a move and then it turns from blue to red, then we're selling. When it turns from red to blue, we're buying. And now it's not quite that simple. As you see, turn blue here, it didn't go very far. So when you drill down the lights and then you use the great way to trade, combine both of them, it will be telling you to sell. And I teach you exactly where to get in, where within the first few minutes you start, like, if you pull the trigger right here, there's no drawdown. It just immediately drops over 50 pips. Now it goes here first, 34, and then it does a pullback here of 28. So I teach how to get in the best locations. I teach exactly how to do that. So timing is critical, and I love getting into trade. Sometimes I get the timing a little bit off, but hey, if I've got the daily and the 4 hours in my favor, well, if it goes 15, 20 pips against me, no big deal. Sometimes I got to do a 25 pip, because sometimes the pullback on the 15 is different than the 30 minutes or the 1 hour. So that's the only difference, Sometimes you just don't get it exactly perfect, but I know the pullback is going to be small, considering this is going against the trend and I'm going with the trend. So I teach exactly what to look for and how to get the timing right to get into the trade. Again, here's the Word document for the HA trigger, same price. A lot of the information down here is the same. And of course, basically, the training is slightly different because we're using Heikin-Ashi candles. But it's the same concept. The concept is always the same. Red, we're selling. Blue, we're buying. And of course, this is the first. I only got 2 of them that I removed the AO, which I like just a little bit more than this timing. Now this timing is fantastic because it gets the timing bang right on. When it goes blue and turns red, look at this. Perfect for 34 pips. When you're down at the bottom here and it turns blue, perfect. Great for 28 pips. Same thing here. Blue, red, right here. Perfect. 47 pips. And then of course I teach exactly the 2 best ways to make sure you got the probabilities of the trade giving you maximum pips, which pairs the trade, how to drill down the lights, what you're looking for, and then of course the timing to get in the trade. That's critical, important. Let's move on to that was the HA. Let's go to the Pro Trigger, another one of my favorites. Again, I put the HA down at the bottom. Remember the HA and the bulls and the bears, that helps you for timing to get in the trade, timing when to close the trade. I teach exactly how to do that. And again, it's the timing histogram, which I used this for at least 5 years. And then I switched over to the AO. You'll go through stages. So by the way, like in my PIP Trigger full package, I give you many indicators. Let's move on to, okay, this was the Pro, as I said. Let's pull up the Word document on it. Pro Trigger System. Here it is here. Same thing, same price. A lot of information is the same, but the trading is slightly different. And I also go into great detail, like how to trade with a day job. So you traders who work 9 to 4, 9 to 5, whatever, come home, market opens during the Asian session. Let's take a look at that. Let's back it up. Prime example, Asian session. I teach the timing, how to get in. If you get the timing right, you're going to be getting, by the time you wake up in the morning, that's 20 pips, and because I'm going to show you whether you should stay in the trade or close the trade, and that's producing 64 pips. So again, this is you're going to use the timing to get in, using the timing histogram here. Everything is preset, all the settings, all the inputs, everything is preset for maximum efficiency. I have spent hundreds of hours building over 200 systems. I built a lot of them, and tweaking and modifying the source file and changing the parameters and the inputs. I just wanted to bring it up. It's right in here. It's called My Custom Indicators. Every one of these, I modified it, I tweaked it, changed the inputs, and the colors. I've done multiple things to make it work more efficiently, better, helps with the timing. I have a lot of them, so these are available if you wish to get your hands on them. You can put it on pause and take a look at this, and if you're interested in anything here, just get in contact with me, and I've done all the work, and it makes your trading much easier. Okay, that was the Pro Trigger. We got the Super Trigger here. I've had traders said, can you streamline it, make it super simple and easy with very specific trading rules? That's exactly what I've done. Just use the AO along with 2 moving averages, and I threw in, like candle timer, and they all have the same thing. The ADR, I have all of these things in here because it's very critical and important that you have it. There's your ADR, by the way. When it hits the ADR, it'll turn to a thick red. And on this day, it only went 71 pips compared to normally 133. That is why it is dotted blue in color. And don't forget your auto stop. I use this every day. Pops in a 20 pip stop and a 100 pip target. Helps me when I'm trading the news. It bangs it off fast, quick, simple, easy, not complicated. And of course, with just a click of a mouse, you can change your stop. Say you want to do 25, just move it up 5 pips. And you can change your profit wherever you want to put it. And then walk away from the computer, and this will manage your trade. Now here's the Word document for the Super Trigger. Same price, same amount of gigabytes. And as I said, it took me 100 hours to put all the videos together and to prepare this. 32 videos, and every one comes with the $1 Million Trade Plan. And once you master this, you only need 10 pips, 1 trade a day, and at the end of 10 months, you turn a $1,000 account. I recommend putting in 2 or more if you can afford it. But just think that there's only $1,000 in that account, and you'll take $1,000 and in 10 months turn that into $1 million. So there's only one left here. It's called the Ultimate Trigger. This is the only one that has the MACD in it. I used to love the MACD. I still love it, but I've streamlined it, and me personally, I use another way for timing to get into the trade. So if you have this one, it's a great timing to help you to get into the trade. You have your A over here down at the bottom for helping you as you drill down the lights to trying to make a decision. Should I be buying or should I be selling? And then of course there are 2 ways to get into the trade. Either with the MACD, as look at that perfect timing right at the top. Couldn't get, if you get in, look at that. It's only like less than 10 pips pumping out more than 60. And you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. Once you master this concept, every day trading is super simple, super easy, and you're just going to make pips. And of course, here's the Word document. Ultimate Trigger, same price, 3 gigabytes. Everything is almost identical, except of course within the training. And of course, once I'm done this video, I'm going to put one more link right down here. For the pictures, you click on here, it'll show the pictures of each and every one and the video. As a matter of fact, so this is the pictures, and then I'm going to put the YouTube video right here. So we're at 25 minutes. Apologize for that, but I've been getting way too many traders asking me what is the difference. Well, the difference is very, it's not a major difference. You just have to decide which system you like a little bit more. They all, to me, do exactly the same thing. The biggest different one is the Bollinger Bands, because you have to learn how to trade Bollinger Bands. But it's, I also give books in the PDF here, how to trade Bollinger Bands. So certainly a lot of education on how to do that. So if you have any questions with regards to my trigger systems and or the $1 Million Trade Plan, all you got to do is get in touch with me. Very simple, very easy. Phone number here. Pick up the phone and call me. Email me right here. Remember, there's an underscore, Forex underscore. Skype, Forex underscore Nelson, and or made it really simple. Just click on this link and we'll have a direct contact. And remember, you make contact, and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session which will last at least 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you have. So that just about wraps up this video, and if you have any questions about anything at all, as I said, just contact me. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until the next video, good luck with your trading.